Hey kids, it's time for another edition of Toy Talk.
Welcome to Toy Talk. On this episode, we're talking a toy line based on a highly popular movie franchise, Police Academy. Comprised of seven movies, which quickly decline in quality, by the way. There's even some 0% in there. Yeesh, and that's even the ones before Gutenberg left. There was a live-action TV series, a comic book, and of course, because it's the 80s, a cartoon animated series.
Police Academy!
Something that went hand in hand with Saturday morning cartoons of the 80s was cereal and action figures. Now, for obvious reason, there was no Police Academy cereal, but in 1984, Kenner released its Police Academy toy line with 3 series of figures and accessories. Now, you may be wondering to yourself how a movie with such violence, with such crude humor, and with some blatant sexual innuendo could end up with a cartoon series and a subsequent toy line. Well, of course, the answer there is money, and it was the 80s.
This is Jones. I'm on the case. Corey Tackleberry, eject!
Now, it's probably safe to say there was no mad rush or rioting for these toys, and Matt did not collect them at the time. However, they are all readily available these days on the secondary market, and he's added some to his collection here in the shed, even one mint on card. Over to you, human.
Thanks, Puppet. Now, you heard what he said. I don't have a lot of the collection, but I have been able to put some together over the years. Got to start with that main character energy, Carrie Mahoney and Samson Dog. Now, this guy, you can fill him with water, and he'll squirt you around. But you can't be putting water in a toy from the 80s. That's not going to go well at all. Next up, it's the Mouthman, Larvell Jones, a.k.a. Jonesy. Now, I believe there were some actions at some point that this guy would do, but, you know, these toys are pre-loved. Next up, it's the big guy, Moses Hightower. Did you know he came from a job as a florist before he became a cop? Another one where the actions, oh, not so bad. I don't know what he's doing, that little dance that kids do. Gotta be one of my favorite characters from the series, of course. It's Tackleberry. Oh, he wants to dance too. And the only toy in the series that's also a bobblehead, this is Zed. You know, this last piece in my Police Academy collection is still in the box. It's a pretty battered box, but it looks pretty good for something that came out in 1989. There it is, the Police Academy Crash Cycle. As I said, not bad quality for something that came out in 1989. And you can see one side still taped up, the other side's open. It's been opened, but not ever by me. This one stays in the box.
Let's put on our tinfoil hats for just a second and talk conspiracy. Kenner was known to reuse parts and pieces from its playsets for future toy sets, of course, to save money because they already had the molds. Now, it's long been whispered in nerd circles that the Police Academy Police Precinct was actually the Kenner Real Ghostbusters Firehouse.
While they look similar, we're happy to put this one to bed with the help of Tidarium Hanger on YouTube. Here you can see both sets, and while they're similar, very similar, in fact, you can see that they are different sets. The sizing, the windows, the doors are all different, but it is a fun rumor.
As mentioned earlier, the Police Academy toys are pretty easy to find on the secondary market. You can even find signed mint on card figures on eBay. But one last thing before we say goodbye. Did you feel like you recognize this Mahoney toy? This guy right here, like you've seen him somewhere before, even if he wasn't in your personal collection? Well, here he is in the opening credits of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with another edition of Toy Talk. Make sure you follow us. We're on the road to 1,000. Bye-bye.
Case closed. Where'd he go? I'll blast him.